everyone. Welcome back to Untold Archives. This is episode 14 of the Bronze Kingdom Carnarium. So happy that you are here with us today, tonight, this evening, whenever it is for you at home. Do we have any announcements today? How's everyone doing? How are we feeling?
Scared. Taco Bell. Let's get it.
Woo, nice. Jen, you have any good snacks today? No good snacks.
Jen, I'll live vicariously through your snacks.
Disappointed. The shades are cool though.
DiGiorno's in the freezer,
Yeah.
but you know, it is what it is.
This
This
one
is an anti-DiGiorno stream, sir.
Boo!
Yeah, fuck DiGiorno.
Hashtag not sponsored by DiGiorno.
Well, not anymore. We're not getting it now.
We were even if they offered, we wouldn't accept.
Because we love our team members.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. No betrayals here.
No
I think
betrayal.
I'm probably legally not allowed to
Bloodborne.
be sponsored by DiGiorno.
You are, yeah, probably not.
That would be a real big conflict of interest.
Conflict of interest.
Imagine
You
walking
think
into the
I-
office on that one.
Sorry, guys.
Sorry, guys.
I lost us literally dozens
Hey.
of dollars.
Hey, if they give you a big enough contract, though, is it really a problem?
I mean, that'd have to be pretty.
I mean, it can be pretty substantial. Advertising money is substantial money.
They'd have to be bankrolling 7 people. Like I don't think
It's fine.
I don't think DiGiorno can afford that.
That Nestle money.
That Nestle.
Nestle money.
Nestle money.
That
No
Nestle.
comment on Nestle. No comment on Nestle.
Hey, you nerds ready to play some D&D?
Please.
All right. Previously in the Carnarium, which you guys are not in the Carnarium anymore, so I don't know.
We're just in the Bronze Kingdom. Actually, we're not
You're
even in the
you're not
Bronze
even-
Kingdom
you're in
anymore.
neither
We're
the
somewhere.
Previously,
We're a
on
lie.
that D&D game we're playing.
This was a whole lie.
Okay, honestly, I didn't plan on you guys ending up on a different continent, and here we are. So, anyways, we started off last session with you guys in the woods being discovered by Keth and Oleg. There is some discussion back and forth when Alistair notices Gira for the first time and calls her Lady of Sylvanara, which Gael recognizes and knows the importance of. And after some discussion, you guys decide to make your way to the nearest town, which is Thiessen. Keth and Oleg are taking you there. Various horses are conjured, and you make your way to town. On the ride, you have a couple conversations. Finn talks to Anariel a bit about why the Ward Knights have such kind of a strict black and white view of who comes south of the wards, and why Oleg is the way that he is. Meanwhile, Ken and Oleg face to face on a horse, just accidentally bumping together a little bit.
Well, there's no accident.
You're right, because that's a weird horse. He does exactly what you want. So, not an accident. As you guys have conversation as well. And honestly, as I was writing this review, I was like, I was so focused on the mental image of you guys face to face on a horse and trying to maintain not cracking into a laugh that I actually have no idea what that conversation was about, because I just kept trying to laugh.
It was just my backstory. So it's just character development. It's
Just-
not important.
No big deal. Just character development.
The important part was 2 guys, grown-ass men, dick to dick on a horse.
Touching tips like best friends do.
Just like best friends
Absolutely.
do. Like everyone does, really.
In Thiessen, the group, aka the orcs, are met with suspicion as they check into an inn, and we are kind of getting inklings that this society is not the same as the society that you came from, confirmed by Oleg.
Oh yeah, they're racists.
Fake Oleg.
Who is not a
Other
racist.
Oleg? Other Oleg.
We called him Silver Oleg.
Silver Oleg. It's Oleg the Silver. Well, we can't call him Silver Oleg because other Oleg in Ghosty's campaign is the Silver Fox, so that's not going to add up.
Too many
Let's just
Olegs.
call him
The Oleg verse is a complex.
slightly
place.
less strong Oleg than my Oleg.
It's a mouthful, but I'll do it.
I'll call him Storm
Oh,
Oleg because he has storm
It's a
powers.
mouthful.
Going back to my notes.
Wild.
Help.
As you guys check into your hotel, some of you make your way out into town. Anariel follows Alistair to speak with him a little bit about her patron getting locked up by Alistair in the past. She requested that a note was left saying, "Don't let him out," and he said was chaining him up several stories beneath the ground, not a note enough. It was not, apparently. So, Finn and Anariel go to check out some local temples and things like that. Meanwhile, others make their way upstairs to bathe. Eventually, Ken and Gael speak. Ken says that he is maybe not going to go back to the Queen's Guard. And then they discuss in roundabout terms their familial status. It is not directly discussed at this point. Later, Ken does admit to Dash that he thinks Gael does not want a brother. And Dash's heart is dashed upon the rocks at his sadness. They go out in an attempt to make Ken feel better. And Oleg, meanwhile, speaks to Rush and Frost about the urgency of the task that they should be trying to get back to. And in that urgency, he goes down to the main room in a very short women's bathrobe to speak with Keth and other Oleg. As he does, you find yourself a bit confused and ghosty losing it. Is it the tiny bathrobe?
No, it was Rush doing this. He went. No one else saw it.
I think anyone was looking at me.
I'm gonna go back and just zoom in on that for these.
Yeah, please do.
Enhance.
So Oleg takes a point of exhaustion, and it does not go away with sleep. Keep that in mind, please.
Yep.
Rush and Frost, you kind of saw a few other guests come into the kind of tap room of this inn and tavern, and eventually everybody goes to bed, which is almost where we left off. And when Gael blinks her eyes open, the bed next to her is empty and Gira is missing. And that is where we are going to start. Gael, we are in your room and your eyes have just opened.
I think she wouldn't necessarily be alarmed off the rip, but she would like look to see if she got up to go to the bathroom or, you know, a snack. So perception or investigation, perhaps?
Mm-hmm. I'll let you do either.
Okay, let's see. I think our perception is better. I don't think Gael investigates anything. She perceives. She doesn't. Ooh, okay, 19 plus 7 math.
So you notice that her boots are gone as well.
Her boots are gone, but nothing else is out of place. Like no window is open, no dishevel, no blood.
That would be an investigation. You don't see anything specifically out of place.
Okay. What time of it's morning time now, right?
Yeah. It's pretty bright and early in the morning.
Okay. Then yeah, I think she'll throw on a overcoat and put on her shoes and perhaps go and she's gone for breakfast, obviously. Like she went to go find Ken and they're, having breakfast and they didn't want to wake me, obviously. And she will make her way downstairs, I think, to the main lobby.
All right. In the main lobby, you notice the same tavern keeper that was there the night before. The one who was slightly reticent of having orcs staying at his place. You also notice that there are 3 female gnomes down there right now, and Keth and Oleg are also at a table.
I think she'll walk up to Keth and Oleg.
All right. As you approach them today, you notice Oleg is not wearing his armor. He's in kind of a leather tunic. You notice that it's stamped leather. He has an emblem over his heart of a lightning bolt striking an oak tree. And then up right beneath the seam, you see an XIV Roman numerals. Keth is just kind of in just loose pants and a crop top. You see her blue stomach is kind of exposed as she is sitting with Oleg. And you kind of notice for the first time, actually, that they both have tattoos between the knuckles of their thumbs, kind of rings that wrap around them. And they're sitting down there.
Cute, adorable. I think she's accepted that she's on a different place and doesn't try to decipher any of the symbols or whatever. But good morning. Have you seen any of my party from yesterday come through?
You're the first one up. Do you want to sit with us?
You didn't see the little child that was with us.
Not since she went up with you yesterday.
Oh goodness. She's probably in Ken's room. I'll be back. Let me just go make sure that everybody's okay.
All right.
And she goes,
Do you need me to help you look for her?
well, no, she's not missing. She's not. She probably just didn't want to wake me, and she went to go find Ken. She's. You didn't see her come down, right? Or no, yeah, no. We'll be right down. We'll be right down. Perhaps get her. I don't know, milk or something.
Okay.
And
Are you waking up as Gael is going upstairs?
Yeah, Ken would wake up. He's too excited about talking to Oleg the night before about becoming a ward knight, so he's up like cleaning his sword and like waiting for Oleg to wake up excitedly.
Yeah, Oleg's still in his wet bathrobe, just like sprawled out over a slightly too small bed. Probably still snoring due to the exhaustion. Damn it.
Anybody else coming out of their rooms yet?
Yeah, I think Frost is ready for some breakfast.
Yeah.
So he'll, wake up and head downstairs.
All right. You see kind of the same thing that Gael saw, the same 3 female gnomes, the barkeep, following behind you. And Rush, you said you were going down as well.
Yeah, I'm with him.
Okay. Coming down from other rooms across the hall, you see an Aasimar and a human male. The Aasimar is kind of fair-haired. He has kind of golden hair and kind of a fair complexion. The human male has almost like a rich bronzy complexion and darkish, dark brown, kind of slightly curly hair. And they are heading down the stairs kind of behind you, making their way to the tavern room as well.
Fantastic. Cool. Yeah, when I get down there, I'm gonna talk to the barkeep and just order some breakfast and maybe a glass of orange juice, whatever's seasonal.
All right. It is fall, so I think orange juice is probably not in season. That's a winter
Apple
fruit.
juice.
You have to wait for that.
Apple
So
juice.
apple juice it is.
Heck yes. I love apple juice.
And you'll be sitting at the table. Like, are you going to get your own table, or are you going to go join Captain Oleg?
I would probably Frost would probably get his own table.
All right.
I'm definitely looking at Oleg like constantly as well. I'm just like kind of peek over at Frost.
He would see you, and his brows draw together, but he just goes back to what he was doing. All right, Gael, you have made it upstairs.
do I know what room Ken is staying in?
Yeah, yep. You would all kind of know generally where each other were.
I go and knock on the door.
Ken will get off the top bunk where he's been cleaning his sword, sheath it, come up to the door, open it. Oh, Lady Gael, good morning. Everything okay?
Yes, no, is she here with you?
I'm sorry, who? Are you looking for
Holy
Dash?
shit, you did not bring Dash in here while I was sleeping.
No, of course not. No, gods, no.
The child, Ken.
Gira. No, I haven't seen her since I left you and her last night.
Well, she's obviously playing some game because I woke up and she's not in our room and her boots are missing. So I assumed that she came to find you for breakfast, but she's not downstairs. And Oleg and Keth, not you, the other Oleg, they haven't seen her. Perhaps
Ken
is it the game you two play?
Yep. On my feet.
Yeah. Ken comes out of the doorway into the hallway and yells out, "Rush!"
My ears perk up. Would I hear him from all the way up there?
It's a 2-story
Oh, okay.
room, so if he is shouting it, there's a good chance. People are not too noisy at breakfast time usually, so you'd hear it.
Oh, gotta run. I'm just like eat some real fast and then grab like whatever and just like chew it on it like while I'm running upstairs.
Didn't even think to ask Rush, of course.
Rush.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, I need you to run around mile perimeter, see if you find Gira. She may have been kidnapped, so keep your eyes open. If you see anything, come back here first. Do not, and I repeat, do not try an altercation without us.
Are there other doors here? Or are there, so there's our rooms. Are there other rooms?
Yep, let me get you the map of how many rooms are in this. There you go.
All right, I'm on it, and I'll like run down back to Frost and tell him what's going on.
Okay, Gael, I need to see the room.
Yeah, of course, but kidnapped, I would have. I mean, and she's walking and she's taking you. There was nothing.
Just,
Door open.
I'd like to do an Arcana check on the room.
Like a detect magic, or just generally see if you notice the presence of magic?
Just to see if I notice the presence of magic.
Can I help? Give him a help
How would
action?
you? How?
Obviously, seeing that this is something that concerns Ken, I would do what he was doing or try and guide him in some way, shape, or form.
All right.
That is 18.
18. You would notice that there is have to think about something quick.
You're good.
What have you done, Daddy?
I'm just thinking how long different things would like exist. You notice that the lock of the door it's oh no, because Gael came out of the room. So Gael, you would have noticed when you came out of the room that your door was not locked.
My door is never locked. I don't think. She has guards. Kyle doesn't lock stuff. She has guards.
Last night.
Is there any other signs of, I guess, around the room of like a struggle or like of like any sign of like if she like climbed out the window or anything like that?
Do an investigation.
Guidance.
Okay, perfect. It's a 15.
There's nothing really out of place. You notice there is the room doesn't smell very good.
Excuse me.
That's weird.
What does it
That's
smell
all.
like?
With a 15, it just doesn't smell good.
Okay.
What's happening, Frost?
Sorry, I was just waiting my turn. I didn't want to interrupt anyone.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
So after Rush tells me what he's about to go do and what's going on, I'll actually burn a spell slot and go for primeval awareness. So I'm going to look for any aberrations, celestial dragon, elemental fae, fiend, undead within 6 miles of me due to favored terrain.
Within 6 miles, so elemental, fae, fiend, or undead,
Or celestial.
or celestial.
Celestial.
Okay, so I believe the Aasimar would show up on as a celestial on that.
Mhm.
You see, within 6 miles, there are a couple flares of these. So Aasimar are not super uncommon in this universe. There's fae are not uncommon in this universe. So you do notice that there's probably within 6 miles at least 24 that you're kind of picking up.
No, like discernible like groups though, like dense groupings of such.
You'll see like 2 or 3 here, 2 or 3 there, a couple individuals. There's nothing that stands out as like a dense population or anything like that.
Gotcha. Okay.
Just point me in the direction I'll run as fast as possible.
Oh, Rush shows up too on
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to I'm trying a slightly different approach. It's suitably less subtle. I know which doors are ours, obviously.
Yeah.
I'm banging on the other ones.
Okay, so I have to flip back. Let's see. So Alistair is in this single room.
I don't need that one.
He has not gotten up yet. The Aasimar and the human were in this room, and so their room is currently empty because they are downstairs. So this would have been the only other unoccupied room.
Amazing. Okay.
Dash is here.
I'm
Gael is
banging on that door. Boy, open up.
You hear no response.
Are you gonna open up or am I gonna come in?
No response.
I'm gonna kick the door.
Make an attack roll.
That is gonna be like 23.
It busts in, and you notice the room is empty. You can do an investigation if you want to look in further.
I mean, I don't see anything like immediately obvious.
No.
Okay.
The door would have been unlocked. This is one of the bunk rooms, so it's like hostile style almost.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go to the Aasimar room because I wouldn't know that they're not in there,
No.
and I'm banging on that door too. Oh, open up!
Again, nothing.
Oh, and I'm coming in, and I'm gonna kick that door too.
Roll. You're not getting your damage.
Rolling this. I know it's not me.
Oh man, this bartender who told you orcs not to cause any trouble.
They stole our meat.
Oh.
Our love child. That was really low. That was like an 11. But I'll be persistent. I'm just gonna keep,
can I give
like,
him the help action and try and,
backing up and kicking.
Yeah, if
and
you're
shoulder the door as well?
yeah, if you guys are working together, go ahead.
Okay.
Gael, are you just like in the hallway while all this is happening?
That was going to be an 18.
This is a mid-tier hotel, and 18 will take this door down.
Yeah.
And you will see a bed that was clearly slept in, but otherwise empty.
Just looking for any sign of shiftiness, or actually, I wouldn't even be. I'd just be looking specifically for like Gira sign.
You see none.
Someone wake Anariel. I will go downstairs and start speaking to the patrons. And we'll go from there. Yes.
Gael goes to wake Anariel.
Okay. Oleg with me.
Yeah.
We'll head downstairs.
All right. You've already seen all the, or heard at least descriptions, but you see all the same people that were described before that Frost and Rush saw. And everybody is just kind of going about their mornings eating breakfast.
If I see Oleg and Keth, I'll go over to them first.
And that's confusing every time.
Yep. Stormleg and Keth. I will go over there. Pardon the interruption. The child that was with us has gone missing. If you would not mind assisting us, we were going to question some of the patrons around to see if they saw anything.
Oleg stands immediately, but you see his face kind of work a bit. I'll check the perimeter, but they're unlikely to answer my questions.
If you notice anything out of the ordinary, that will be enough.
We'll help you find her, whatever you need.
Thank you. I'm going to clock that ASMR.
All right.
I'm going to head over to him.
Were we going to do bad cop, bad cop?
Yes.
Bad cop.
Back.
Oh dear.
As you approach, you see they again just sitting together eating breakfast. You notice they also have that kind of the same tattoos on their thumbs that Keth and Oleg had. As you approach, and they both kind of look up at you with like a kind of a welcoming, like, good morning, stranger expression on their face.
Good evening, gentlemen. My name is Ken. This is Oleg.
Hello, I'm Pelides, and this is my companion Philos.
Pelides, Philos. Fantastic. Strange things occurring, of course, as always, around here. Haha. By chance, have you seen a little girl around? About yay high, absolute unbridled delight in her eyes and a future ahead of her. Yes? No? Maybe?
No, we got in late last night, and I don't believe we saw any children. And they kind of look at each other and...
Oh, that's so funny because she went missing late.
Insight check?
Yeah, go ahead.
Pounding a big hand on the table.
He like looks at you kind of confused, but like you see his like wings shift uncomfortably behind him. Like, what is happening?
17.
Go ahead. Seems to be telling the truth.
Or he believes he's telling the truth.
Correct.
Very well. So, late last night, getting in, didn't see anything strange.
He takes a moment to, you can tell he's like thinking, like he's trying to make sure he doesn't miss anything. And he scans the room as well. He takes notes of the three gnomish women. He takes note of the bartender. And you would notice, both of you being like military men, you notice the way that he's assessing the room. He has suddenly like shifted, that he is like, he's looking at the room differently now. This is more of a tactical view than he had seen it before. And as he takes a second, finishes his assessment, and looks back at you, the three gnomes were here last night as well, along with the barkeep. There was also a man and a dog.
A man and a dog?
A man and a dog. It was a large dog, and it didn't smell right, as though it had rolled in carrion. And you see for the first time, his companion speaks up as well. And it was very strange. It sat by his owner's side all night, never laid down.
Where was the last time that you saw this dog? And this man, I suppose.
We went to bed before them.
So they were just here the whole time.
They were still here.
But the barkeep was still here, obviously.
I believe so.
Right. Already walking to the bar.
Yeah, I'll follow him. Thank you, gentlemen.
Good luck. Let us know if you need anything.
So, you happened to see a man and a really gross dog last night?
Yes, they took boarded in one of the bunk rooms.
Which bunk room? Oh, the bunk room. Oh shit. Right. Is it the one with the bad door?
He quizzically looks at you. He's insight checking you because he does not trust an orc.
Can I give him disadvantage?
Why?
His insight check?
Yeah, why?
Why am I giving him disadvantage or how?
Yeah, how? Yes, exactly.
I grab him by the front of his shirt and I just bring him close as he's trying to eye Oleg.
That gives him disadvantage, yes, correct.
Yeah, okay, perfect. I'm like, which room?
He notes the broken door, but his attention is back on you. The one at the end of the hole.
Key now.
Well,
You
he stayed there. Did you see him leave at any time?
No, this is a place of business, and I'm not going to be giving out my
Listen, the only business you need to worry about is this business right here.
intimidation check with advantage because people are afraid of orcs.
With regular, because I'm tired.
Because you're so asleep.
Nah, you got this.
Oh, got this. Sorry, D&D Beyond. Oh, I have it all written down because sometimes D&D Beyond betrays me. It's only 11. A paltry 11. I'm a bit off my game so far this morning.
I don't know how it is.
Are his hands on the bar?
Yeah, right now he's kind of almost bracing because you're like gripping his shirt and pulling him forward.
Gotcha. I'm just gonna, while I'm holding him, put a fist on top of his hand and put my body weight on it.
We're gonna do murder.
You can see, is afraid, and you make a perception check. I know they're your favorite.
Swear to God.
That is a 15 minus 1, so a 14.
You hear like a rustling behind you, but you don't know exactly what happens. But his eyes track, and you hear like the door close. And no, there's laws in this town, and I'm protected, so don't get any ideas.
I'm not from this town, and there's a little girl at stake.
What do you want from me?
Key to the room.
It's a bunk room. We don't lock the doors.
Yeah, also that door is off the hinges.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. My bad. Just worried about the child is all. There you go. Fixes his hair
I'll
too.
forgive you for your fear, but I will not expect that again, or I'm going to get the constables.
So you did not see. Sorry. I respect the threat. I let that be known. That is. I understand you're a business owner. It's highly. It's your right and your prerogative to defend your business. Absolutely. You did not see them leave.
No, but I'm the only one on staff. I went to bed at some point.
Right, but at what point did you go to bed? Like, be super specific, because we know that the Asimar gentleman back there, and I'm forgetting what sort of creature his lover was, but
Human.
Just a human.
whatever. were they back yet?
What do you mean?
Because they left and then they came back at some point. So we're just trying to triangulate.
Wait. No, now DM is confused. Not him.
Didn't they tell us that they left and
They
came
went
back
to bed.
late?
They came back for breakfast.
Yeah, so they got in late last night, saw
Yeah,
the
they
guy
got
with
in
his
late.
dog.
Got it.
Gotcha.
Perfect. And the barkeeper said that. Okay, so this is information I already knew. That's fine. I'm just coasting on vibes over
Yeah.
here.
Get it?
And then there was gnomes. There was 3 gnomes.
Yeah.
Bro, so did you see
Are they in this room right now?
Well, 2 of them are now.
Where's the third gnome?
Yeah.
Well, she likely ran for the constable when you were threatening me.
Very well. You have my apologies. If you wish to press charges, I don't have an address here that you can send to. So how much gold do you think would help cover the costs of any like emotional damages you might have?
And the physical ones as well.
And physical damages as well.
I don't need your gold. I need you to not cause trouble. I have patrons around.
Right, so
Yeah, well, some of those patrons are kid thieves, so
yes, which I feel like you should be far more concerned about than you are.
yeah. And in some circles, we would call that aiding the kid thieves.
I don't know what you want from me. I told you the bunk room is open.
Can a moment of your time, just you
Yes.
say right when you are.
Excuse
Ken?
us just one moment. Yes.
So the constable's going to get here any minute. So if we want, we could grab him and we could drag him off to some dark corner. And I did learn some very saucy, unsavory interrogation techniques that we often employ in the ward nights. We could use some of those. He's
Gotcha.
obviously lying.
Sounds like a great time for some training for me. However, do you honestly think he knows anything more, or should we move on from this?
I mean, he probably knows more than we do, and we're on. I mean, every second we waste here is like a huge risk, right?
Right, but we have Rush running a perimeter, as well as the other Oleg running a perimeter currently. We have... Where is Frost?
I'm actually right here. I've
Oh,
just
shit.
been watching it. I've
Frost,
been finishing
can you
breakfast.
can you track a
uh,
smell?
No.
I mean, he's not a bloodhound.
You just seem to be
have
the
my
animal
dog.
guy.
Well, if I had my dog, I could probably do it, but I don't have him. He's back
Okay.
on the home plane.
Right. Can you track a human? Or I guess like a human-esque person?
Probably. Yeah, I could certainly do.
The Asimar overhears this and corrects you. He was an elf.
He was an elf, okay? Elf man and scary, stinky dog.
Oh. I need to speak with Gael.
You don't think that she is working with?
What? No. Oh, gods, no. No, definitely not. No,
Oh,
it's just...
I mean, that's not what I was thinking either. But sometimes I'm a bit slow off the rip with stuff like this.
No, it's just something Alistair said about Gira being from another kingdom neighboring to Gael's, and there's an elf involved.
Lucky, Sylvania, Silverilia,
Selvin
Salvia.
Selfin
Wait. Is that here? Is it on this plane of existence? Any of those words that I used?
I've
No.
not heard him.
It's not.
You guys can make history checks if you want.
Thank God. No, it's a nat 1.
Let's go.
I'm just gonna do one myself. I'm not chiming in. I'm just gonna let them watch. But does Frost remember? Oh, God, he doesn't remember. I got a 4. I don't remember anything either. I'm just
When
agreeing.
Oleg is the
Is that
smartest
even
one
a
in the
word?
room. When Oleg is the smartest one in the room.
All right, we go back upstairs to Anariel, who has just been woken. Anariel and Finn woken by Gael. Ken, you're making your way upstairs too, I believe.
Yes.
Okay. All right. What you doing?
Anariel and Finn are already awake, trying to ignore all the screaming for as long as possible.
When there is screaming, Finn does not ignore it. He
Yeah.
know.
Anariel tries.
Unfortunately, you're not successful because you fell for a ward night. So he is up and he is dressed and ready.
We are the
And
shield.
Anariel's just leaning on the door waiting.
Yeah, Gael, you actually don't even get to knock because the Finn opens the door before you even get there. What's
Ken needs you to the kid is missing. The child has.
Wasn't she with you?
She was in my room. Yes.
Finn brushes
what
past you and is already investigating your room. So you and Anariel are now on.
So what happened there?
I don't know. There was obviously no sign of struggle or anything like that. And her boots were missing, so I assumed that she had gotten up to go find Ken at some point, perhaps breakfast.
And I'm guessing Ken didn't see her either?
No, Ken has not seen her either, and he has deployed the troops and is trying to find anybody who can assist and requested that the two of you come join the effort as well.
Okay. Yeah.
And
Sure.
Gael will go back downstairs.
All right. You will meet Ken on the stairs. He's coming up.
Finn and Anariel are awake. They're coming.
Yes,
what
that's fantastic. Gael, this neighboring kingdom of yours.
Yes.
Elvish?
Lenora, yes.
Okay. Dogs that smell like birds?
Do dogs smell like birds there?
They're not like birds, like stinky dog, like garbage.
Yeah, bad smelling dogs?
Rotting flesh.
Rotting flesh dogs?
No. It's an elven kingdom. Absolutely not. It's beautiful. I visited well before my time, in the kingdom. It's been 50 years, but no.
Okay.
Why?
Two gentlemen who may or may not be entwined. I'm not sure about the whole ring on the tattoo thing on the thumb thing, but doesn't matter. They said that there was an elvish man with a dog that was acting similar to a dog, but not much like a dog, downstairs last night, and that was staying in a room down the hall. I'm coming up to investigate that, but I wanted to talk to you to see if you knew anything about this neighboring kingdom. And
yes, what do you want to know?
would they send a singular person to get Gira, or would they send a troop of people?
If it's anything, from the way I see it, Gira is that's why I wanted to talk to her last night. She's very special to the kingdom. I would assume that they would send an entire, at a minimum, a squad.
Okay, but
an individual seems.
What did you two talk about last night?
I was just, trying to, discuss how there are certain duties that those of us born to certain positions are expected for our people. And I didn't force her or try to guilt her, but merely trying to relate to her as somebody in a similar position because this kingdom, they are a matrilineal line, which means that, from mother to daughter. And if Gira is next, she's not just their ruler, she's a spiritual guide for her people. And that is so important, and it's not always fair, and it's not always, we don't always get a choice in the decisions that we are born into, and with privilege comes responsibility. And I was just explaining, we can talk more about that later. Let's go to the room.
Gael, not all those born into privilege have a responsibility to it.
Oh, speaking of responsibility, were you not responsible for guarding the door? Did you not say that you had it under control, that you didn't need guards?
I said if you wanted to stand, you could. I would never say to dismiss anybody of their duties. I assumed we were all tired and everybody went about their way.
I can see where this is leading, and we do not have the time. Gael is correct. We need to focus. We can discuss later, if need be, about guard shifts or responsibility or whatever. We need to find Gira. So let's. Is it that room, Oleg, that you knocked the door down?
I mean, I knocked so many doors down, it's hard to keep track of it.
Okay. It's the end of the hall, is what the bartender said. Right. I'll go into that room.
All right. Doing. What are you looking for?
I have a passive investigation of 14. Does that glean me anything before I roll?
You notice that it doesn't smell bad like Gael's room did.
He didn't come to this room. He waited until the bartender left. He hasn't been here since he took her. Okay, Gael, I don't know what to do.
Did Gael notice the smell? Would she have noticed the smell? She is a very smell person.
It's you would have noticed it when you came back into the room, but when you woke up in the morning, you didn't. You were already nose blind to it. It had been around for so many hours.
Okay. I'm going to go back, seeing Ken at a loss. Gael's going to go back to her room and very uncharacteristically start smelling around.
Sounds good.
And
Finn is right now as well.
Okay.
Anariel's with Finn too, so.
I think she wants so much to be able to help in some way, and the only thing we have to go on is the smell. That she is really putting all of her focus and energy into smelling, and will accidentally, not intentionally, wild shape into a wolf.
Exciting. How fun. As you do this,
but I get advantage on perception checks that rely on hearing or smell.
Sounds good. Anariel, make a Constitution save.
Lady Gael, your hands are on the ground.
What the fuck is happening here?
I say shh, and a growl comes out.
I'm fucking scared. 17.
You like startle back a little as she just like in a puff of magic explodes into a wolf. But you are able to keep your feet. And go ahead and make your check.
Okay, let me get to. I have a +7 to perception.
Damn.
18 + 7.
Okay. Yeah, you as soon as you shape into your wolf's body, you are flooded with this smell of just death. It is just a some maybe dead animal that has just sat decaying in the woods. That's what it smells like.
I follow it. I put my nose to the ground, ignore my dress and shoes. We're not going to talk about it, and she will follow the scent.
As you, go ahead, Anariel.
Anariel is going to grab a spare change of clothes for Gael and follow.
Very good. When you wild shape, the clothes that you're wearing can just disappear into the ether. So,
Okay.
yeah, then they can come
Anariel
back.
would not know that, so she's still grabbing
Yeah,
clothes.
I mean, that's good planning. Dash is still sleeping, by the way, but you maybe want that as it is, just as a reminder that she is just still sleeping. And you, once you get down to the main room in your wolf form, the smell is really strong where they were sitting. They were there for several hours, so it is you can tell exactly what table they were at without being told. Keth sees what you're doing. She, as a druid as well, knows exactly what's going on. Runs over to you guys. Did you find anything out?
Elvish man, dog, smells like death. Waited, grabbed a girl, left. Trying to track now.
Okay. Do you have anything of hers?
No, wait, even her boots are gone.
Yeah, her boots are gone. Her boot knife is. She has her boot knife.
Wait, but we need to like have the thing of hers.
No, it does mean that she might be able to, inflict some damage at some point to slow her captor down or leave us a trail of blood or something. I know we didn't get around to teaching her very much with it, but I mean, it's something, right?
There's
I
the
mean, it's not
towel.
nothing.
You
her
can't talk.
bath towel. I wouldn't know that.
So no one would know other than Gael, who is wolf.
Uh,
That's okay. I can try and scribe, but I'd have to go to one of the temples for it. So you guys would have to, if you want to follow her tracking, I'll send a bird if I learn anything.
Okay.
Yes.
Good luck. And she scurries off to go try and do some scrying on where Gira is found. All right. Is everybody following Wolf Gael?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna run back. Just not. I don't know what to really look for. I went in the direction that Frost pointed me, and I guess I didn't see anything, so I just ran back really fast.
All
And
right.
I'll just catch up with everyone.
Sounds good.
Is Frost with us?
Yeah, I'll go with y'all. Yeah, since I'm just downstairs.
All right. You are all together. So I need you, Wolf, to make a survival check, but you can make it with advantage.
Oh gosh. Okay, survival. I don't think G has good survival. Oh, she's okay actually. Good for you.
You roll with
you
the
roll
wolf
as the
stats.
wolf.
You roll
or
as a
with
wolf.
the wolf stats.
That's survival.
Roll with the wolf.
No.
Wolf stats sheet.
That was
It's
like a
on
classic
mine.
Scooby-Doo wolf. That was good.
Mine are better, unfortunately. Okay, mine are better.
Sorry.
It's okay. Okay. The +1 for survival. Both are 12, so 13.
The problem is you in here the smell is really strong, but as soon as you break out into you're in a town, there's smells everywhere. And this is the first time that you have become a wolf, so your brain has not learned how to pick apart scents yet. So this is kind of too much for your wolf brain to handle. You don't really know.
I think is Frost with us?
Yes.
Yep, everybody. Keth and Oleg are not here. Dash is not here. Alistair is not here. You didn't wake him up either. So this is just the core group. You guys are together.
You're welcome, DM.
She's gonna look at Frost with any ability she can to try and communicate that she's struggling here, and hopefully that his ranger animal guy helps in some way, shape, or form.
First of all, Frost, insight check to see if you know what she's trying to say. You can use advantage because you have your own animal that you
Get that dog in
regularly.
you.
Oh, when did we get a puppy?
She growls.
Oh gosh.
Okay.
It's like Frost,
Fine.
this could be your animal companion.
You Frost, Finn, or Rush could probably ride Gael.
Murder.
A little saddle.
What
Murder.
that mouth do, it bites. it bites really hard.
Look at what that mouth
15.
do. Rawr.
What was it, Frost?
15.
Pretty good.
So you kind of get the sense that she is asking you something. That's about. It's like a dog is like pricking its ears at you.
What is
That's
it, girl?
you
Is
see.
Timmy stuck in a well?
I was gonna say, what is it? What is it? What you trying to say?
Definitely
Can I-
to all of you.
So we're like standing here outside of the inn, like not moving.
Yeah.
Is that what's? Can I
Yeah.
cast message to this wolf form?
Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna attempt it. Gaio, what's the hold up here?
I am an animal,
Yes.
and there are so many smells that are not completely unpleasant, but they should be. And I'm having a hard time finding it, and I thought Frost could help, and I have a feeling that Rush is going to try and mount me, and I'm going to bite him.
Okay, we won't let that happen. Hey,
Climbing
Frost.
on- I was kidding.
Can you do anything to help determine smells here, bud?
Do we have a piece of her clothing or something she was holding, wearing, anything of that nature?
Message. We got anything, Gaio?
She slept in the bed. There was a towel, a bath. I used my best oils
towel?
and things on her. I could.
That's better than nothing. That's a
I'll be
start.
right back, and I'll run really fast, and then grab it, or I'll just grab the blanket or something that she was laying on.
Sounds good. As Rush is running out, the street it's still pretty early in the morning. You see there's an old woman at a baker's cart. You see that there is otherwise people kind of milling about their day. Some people are starting to go to work. But overall the streets are relatively empty.
I tied it on like a cape when I'm running back, by the way.
Oh my god.
You're compromising the towel, Rush.
It smells like you now.
Right.
It smells like you.
Oh no!
Anariel walks up to grab something different and like keeps it as far away from her as she can and brings it back.
I don't think it's that bad.
Gael
Holds
smells
it.
it
You've been
and tries
running all
to
morning.
find it again.
All right, same check, survival.
It's a +1. Mine is a +4. Mine is better. Okay. Come on.
I believe in your dice.
There was ever a time for a nat 20. 13 again.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Burn that
it's
dice.
difficult because again you're smelling her, a small elvish girl, and there's, to you it's difficult for your animal form to discern elf from any other elf in the area.
All right, I'm gonna try something. Gael's gonna hate this though.
You
She's
put a
gonna
collar
hate
on
this. Right.
Roll
So
to bite.
if this isn't working, man, I was sitting there. I heard the dog smelled like carrion. Let me see if there's something in the back. I'm gonna go to the back and check the garbage can for just the nastiest piece of meat left in the bottom.
Oh.
It is a strong smell and easily tracked.
All right, so make a investigation to see if you can find some.
13.
You find some rotten fruit with a 13.
Rot's better than nothing. So we'll try it.
Mm.
What?
I was gonna say I have those dead imp bodies in my bag, but since they're in the bag of holding, they don't decay.
Oh,
Forgot about those.
I did.
Can
My
I
little
send,
snacks, my road snacks.
Can I send Pear up into the air?
For sure.
And I'm gonna use the telepathic connection and see through his eyes to start looking around while all this is happening to see if I notice anything that will lead us in a direction.
Okay. What Pear sees is that there's a. Let me get rid of this map quick.
it was a nat 20. I wanted to test it. It was a nat 20.
Oh, you wasted the dice, the juju.
I mean, we did have rotten fruit.
There's a main road that Terraces that heads east. There are there's a north-south road that's not quite as heavily traveled, but you can still see is maintained. But beyond the road, it's a pretty heavily forested area that you're in. So that kind of once you're outside of town, there's like you can tell there's a few farmsteads, but overall it's a pretty heavily forested area.
Okay, I'll recall him back then. So, we have nothing. And
Is there any blood on the floor, like leading from the tavern or the inn?
No one saw any blood. No.
Okay.
I mean, she put her shoes on, or they had the wherewithal to take her shoes.
we could have tracked her with her shoes. Look, in the kingdom, we prepare for kidnappings in a way that it feels like this person used. All right, you leave nothing behind that could trace back to you, and especially for a younger child, it's far easier to grab them with little to no sound. This isn't a kingdom. We're not in a kingdom. There's no, we can't lock it down.
Okay, hold on. Thought
Yeah,
here. So let's go with the theory that she put on her shoes. That would mean she would have had to know this person in order to feel comfortable to put on her shoes to go. If we're going with this theory, I'm gonna ask
I don't disagree
Alistair.
with you, but magic does exist, and it's just as easy to convince someone, especially someone as influential as
true.
a child.
Right, and it had to be done quietly because Lady Gaia was in the room. If
Yeah.
somebody came in and, have you ever tried to get a toddler to put their shoes on?
No, I don't work with children much.
It does not work very quietly.
It's fucking loud.
Yes. Now, we are all in a world that we are not from, including her, and so the number of people that she knows, let alone trusts, are here. So
Not necessarily, but
Yeah.
is message still open between us?
If you look at me, I'll cast it again to see what you're
Yeah,
saying.
she'll look and she'll explain that Silenora is a forested territory, and the fact that we are surrounded by forest, that might be our best bet, and that we should go to like the closest forest area, because if they are druidic magic, obviously that works anywhere, but if that's like her territory and it's somebody from her kingdom, would they go back there to cast a spell to take them back?
And then I repeat all of this out loud to everybody.
if that's the best we have, then Anariel, will you wake Alistair and
Yeah.
see if he can help us?
Toddle, toddle, toddle. Knock, knock, knock.
Because maybe he would know what kind of, this extremely smelly dog.
I don't want to work with him again. I don't want to be in his debt, but I don't...
No, but we could ask him. In the worst case scenario, we could always employ some of those unsavory techniques I mentioned.
As long as they're in your back pocket. Of course.
Anariel, as you knock on Alistair's door, there is a moment's pause before a kind of sleep disheveled Alistair opens the door. He is kind of like leans out the door, sleepy eyed, half undressed.
Smash. Smash.
For
Double
sure.
smash.
Absolutely. What?
Have a fun time last night?
He
What?
he glances back at his bed with a wry smile and looks back to you.
Hell yeah, I'm so sorry.
Who's in his bed?
So Gael happened
stinky
to
dog.
lose the child. And they say there's this dead smell coming from the room and something about a dog that doesn't act like a dog. You knew what this child was.
You see the sleepiness leave his eyes, and his jaw sets. He runs his hand over his face. I told you someone would come looking for her.
Yeah.
I'll be down in a minute, and the door closes in your face.
Like, come back to the gang.
Did he?
He's gonna come down in a minute. He had company and kind of pissed him off that we didn't listen to him.
Okay. I will go let Dash know that we are most likely going to be leaving.
Yeah.
I will be right back.
All right. Dash is dead asleep in her room.
I'll write a note
Is
then.
not an early riser.
Yeah, I'll write a note.
All right. What does your note say?
Oh god. Dash, comma, like it's a letter. Like it's yeah.
Dearest Deshalamule.
Just to show me. I write this letter in the hopes that it reaches you well from the trenches. No, it says did not want to wake you. It says couldn't wake you, but it's like crossed out a bunch, and it says did not want to wake you. Gira was kidnapped in the middle of the night, and myself and the others have gone to find her. Will return for you. Please stay safe. Cannot bear the thought of something bad happening to you. P.S. Bartender's a dick. If you'd like, mess with him, please. Love, and that's crossed out a bunch. Heavily admired,
Warm regards.
Ken.
Respected. Sincerely.
Sincerely.
Dash is going to treasure this note. This is going in a scrapbook.
And then he'll like fold it up and put it on her pillow, and then see that like, she's probably like drooling, and he'll like move it over to like a nightstand instead, and then he'll just pat her head and walk out.
She is not an early riser.
Perfect.
Excellent. As you make your way back to the street, please hold. I have to do this roll. Same number again. All right. As you make your way back to the street, Alistair has appeared. He is now fully dressed and is in the street, arms crossed. Just the picture of annoyance.
Alistair, I assume Anariel has caught you up to speed. Is there anything that you can do to help us locate Gira?
I assume, and he points to the wolf, you've tried tracking her that way.
Yes.
It's not working.
I'm trying.
It's okay.
Block.
I hesitate to ask, but I must. She was unharmed before. Do you want to risk finding whoever took her? Are you certain?
Oh.
No, I mean, obviously. Because they're probably taking her to her dick uncle who she didn't like, who we specifically rescued her from. Also, we're her parents now. Also, we need to find the person so that we can cave their skull in. So.
It's funny, Alistair, I don't remember asking you to ask us questions. I asked if you could help us.
Again, his arms are crossed. My helping you is likely going to end in your death, if this is what I think it is. So I guess I just wanted you to be certain.
every
Forgive
time we have helped each other, it has been an almost certain death for one of us. Why break the cycle?
If they
Uh,
still fix it.
he gets what appears to be a genuine chuckle out of that proclamation.
I would also say, worth noting that if
Silvanara.
if it's not on this plane of existence, that means that whoever took it knows how to travel to other planes, which means that finding them solves two of our problems.
So
And
there
also
is-
see previous comment about caving his head in.
Yeah, there is something technically possibly in it for you as well, Alistair.
I am perfectly satisfied with whatever plane I happen to end up on.
Oh, okay. Does this one work for you? Are you into this? No, that doesn't matter. Doesn't
But
matter.
they're like super racist here. Also, that Oleg is kind of small.
Emphasis on the racist part, though. They are very racist.
I've lived among demons and devils.
Don't mind
There's likely little that will faze me.
Right. You know, if this is a universe full of racists, do you think that means that there's like a universe full of perverts or like a universe full of like masochists? Like just like a. Do you think every universe has a theme?
Head
Hmm.
I
tilt.
feel like every one of them is in the feet.
Right. Like, is there a universe of feet people?
Probably.
Head tilt, slight whine.
This is the perfect time for me to look at his spells and see if he actually can do anything about this.
Oh, fuck.
Kyle, this is getting weird, man.
I mean, and think about it. In that universe, that means that somewhere there is an Oleg who is probably smaller than me and just like obsessed with toes.
Yes, that's entirely plausible.
Like he probably also has an oath which he has pledged himself to, but it's like
Well, no, because this one doesn't have.
seeing other people's feet.
Well, this one doesn't have an oath.
No, I mean he probably does. Maybe he hasn't made it yet.
That's a good point. We could be at a time where he hasn't made his oath yet. That's a weird concept.
Right.
We're looking at both time and multidimensional travel in one. Ken's head explodes.
He does not have anything that he can do about it.
Eldritch Blast can't fix this problem.
An Eldritch Blast cannot
It's
fix
too big of a problem then.
Eldritch Blast, more like Eldritch Bitch.
I
Got him.
have no magic to find them, but what I can tell you is that that dog is likely. I'll go back. Rakdos takes his guest's security quite seriously. You stole from one of his guests. The Lady of Silvanara. When you took her, you insulted Rakdos himself. He likely sent one of his demons to assist in her retrieval. He himself is barred from entry of certain planes because of various laws, but
Also, he's probably afraid of fighting me again.
I'm certain that's what it is. So likely you will be fighting a demon, is what I can tell you.
Frost. Oh, fuck. Frost is gone.
Whenever Frost did cast that spell, he didn't sense any demons in the 6 mile radius? Or fiends?
He can't tell the difference.
Oh, okay.
They all light
Fey
up.
Fiend.
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
So-
Would that have changed now that we're outside? Like, does he get more of a sense? Would Frost have a sense of anybody out in the woods or anybody isolated from this town?
Anyone 6 miles, he would, yes.
So we're just
So
looking
we're
for
too
a
far.
singular, though, not for a group.
Or an isolated, like a group that lights up
Well,
that are different places.
The dog would probably pop two.
Well, no, it would
I
be
see.
just the dog. If the other person was an elf, it would be just the dog that would pop up.
Well, but he might be just disguised as an elf.
Yeah.
That's a good point. I
But like,
I
if we
forgot that
spend a
magic
demon, he
exists.
probably didn't just send a regular elf to go find him. He's
Well-
probably just
Frost-
something
Frost from the Great Beyond says that he can tell the difference, just not where they are. So it doesn't give us a location.
Also, wouldn't the demon or the dog, whatever, have the smell of like the hells or the Carnarium? Isn't that more of a specific scent?
It would like maybe.
Could be an
You would-
outside hire.
Yeah, you wouldn't know until you encounter them.
Or has anybody seen Kath or other Oleg? Have they
Um,
turned up yet?
We hope that you enjoy peanut butter as much as we do.
Don't look at the trigger.
Our
Oh,
guest,
then.
our team is standing outside the inn, trying to figure out what to do. They just got a little bit of exposition from their friend Alistair. When they see Kath coming down the street towards you guys, Oleg in tow. Anything you guys want to do before she gets there?
I think we're all just standing there with our dicks in our hands, honestly.
I'm holding
I have one of
legs.
those. Okay, to
Holding
death with a
Oleg.
shotgun.
As you guys are kind of standing in front of the baker's cart, her and Oleg come up. The baker gives a warm smile to everybody, especially to the two Olegs. And Keth is excited. I did it. I scryed. I found her.
Where?
Where?
So I could see where she was. I saw there was a rock formation. I could wild shape, or she like looks at your owl excitedly, like, or we could use that. Or
Did
how
I
do
my
you- how
bird
should-
see a rock formation anywhere?
You can make a history check and see if you remember.
I don't.
You don't.
Um,
Okay, you guys.
Go
You
ahead.
guys can wait here at wild shape if you want, unless you have any other ideas.
Nope.
Fail goes.
Okay. So you will. She's gonna. Kath wild shapes into a hawk, and flaps away. Are you hawking as well?
Hawk Tua.
Fuck.
Is that what you're Is that what you're gonna ask about?
Never. Gael will find a clean place to sit in her wolf form.
As Kath turns into this hawk, Frost, you get a pang of a memory at your own hawk, who is still trapped in that terrible place. You wonder how he's doing.
He's probably dead.
Carnarium is just
He's a-
horribly
he's a
disfigured
butter.
this hawk to where he's just a really buff bird walking around as a jailer now.
I gave him the old peanut butter shotgun.
I'm gonna be the peanut. Yeah, let's get a peanut butter shotgun on this one.
I missed a whole lot of context.
Yeah, you did.
Oh yeah, you were gone for that whole thing.
Uh-huh.
You had to be there,
just-
man. You just had to be
I
there.
feel like Cat right now. What are they on about with this peanut butter shotgun?
I'll type it in chat so we don't slow things down.
Thanks,
I don't know if
thanks,
Chat
Fred.
does that in real life.
Listen, chat would want to be in on the joke first. If there's anything I know about chat, they would want to be
For sure.
part of this.
True.
100%.
It will, just so you know, it will take Kat time to think about location. She's just kind of circling, hoping to see the rock formation from above. So it'll be a good 10 minutes before she's back. So if there's any like last minute things you guys want to do.
I'm gonna lay on hands myself. I'm not horribly hurt, but I would like to heal a little bit.
Are there any
Wait, did we
shops
do
around here?
Long rest?
Oh, nice.
It was
Yeah.
long
Oh, we
rest,
did long rest. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, what are you doing, man?
Tonight.
Yeah, you
I was like, who hurt you this morning?
right?
Who
Your
hurt
heart was
you?
broken after the news.
No, the day before I did something that hurt myself, and I can't remember what it was, but
Peanut butter shotgun.
it was peanut butter shotgun, which is now going to be a ward night move if I have to die on that hill.
Yeah, for sure. It's the peanut butter shotgun.
It's the peanut butter shotgun.
For most part, it would be the peanut butter Taco Bell. Or the Taco Bell shotgun.
Anariel, there are a variety of shops around. Is there anything specific you're looking for?
Healing stuffs. So like potions to an apothecary, perhaps, mayhaps.
You're good.
Let's see if you're close
Yeah.
by. Let's see. You see that there is just within visual. You see a jeweler's, a tailor's shop, and a magic shop.
Magic shop.
All right.
I'm gonna go to the magic shop.
Ooh, I wish
Gael,
Gael
I'm going to
followed.
the magic shop.
She saw you. We're shopping. She'll go with
We're
you
shopping.
in animal form.
All right. As you approach, you see a stone building hanging over the door is a wooden sign that says Ren's Wonders over the top. And you go in and you see there's different small trinkets, there's different enchanted items. There you see a woman who you assume is Ren behind the counter. And she looks up almost surprised that you are here. It's still pretty early in the morning. Oh, what can I do for you?
Good morning, ma'am. I have something I would like to sell to you and maybe see what you have in stock.
All right.
And I'll pull out my wand of magic missiles.
Ooh, interesting item. And as you pull it up and hand it to her, she will investigate it. I forgot that you had that. It's been so long.
Yeah, it's just been sitting there.
Yep. Now, this may be. She flips open a book and starts piecing through the pages. You see that this is a book of contraband to make sure that this is not a contraband item that you are
I
trying
forgot
to
about that stuff. Play cool.
check. Let's see. Okay. I don't see anything about that here. I could give you 300 gold for it.
It is all yours. Do you perhaps have any protection items or armor, magical armor, perhaps?
Not much in the way of armor. It's not much. People don't really look for it here. We don't have much need. Let's see. I've got a. She looks on the shelves and she brings down a small ring box. And as she opens the box, you see a small golden ring with a serpent's tail kind of wrapping around in the metal. And please hold 1 second.
Gael wants jewelry. Like, that's why she.
See anything you like, Kyle?
Find me something pretty, a souvenir of our horrible experience here, something to pass on to my children.
Okay.
But pretty.
Are you a gold girl or silver girl?
Yes,
Or...
the dawn.
Okay.
Collar.
Now, this particular item will make you feel a bit stronger. Gives you a +1 to your AC, and it is going. It makes it so that it helps your focus should something terrible happen to you. Advantage on saving throws while wearing this ring.
Cool. How much do you want for it?
This one's 4,000 gold.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I can see that is very special around here.
I have 84.
Do you happen to know, see, we're traveling. We're new around here, and we have, his name is Oleg. I don't know if have you ever heard of him before?
No.
Not here.
No.
Not here. They don't like orcs here. Not a good
I
name
forgot
drop.
about that. You're right. I'm
Not a good
sorry.
name drop.
I didn't say his race.
No.
That's okay. He's kind of mid anyways. Okay.
All right.
I appreciate your business. Is there any lesser expensive rings in here? My pet
She
is
snarls.
Oh, is she trained? Otherwise, I think you should get her out. The snarl are unsettled.
She's very trained. She just gets upset at me sometimes.
She sits in a very pointed way, trying to cross her legs.
I've taught her tricks, as you can see.
Interesting.
That's crazy.
Now, most people are coming through looking for amulets and things. Not usually. We're not a very combat heavy area.
Mm.
You know, the triplets do most of the security, so we don't really have much in the way of protection as far as what's for sale.
That's the coastal big cities?
She looks at you slightly confused and gives you a nod.
Okay.
Aye.
Okay.
Not from around.
No, we are not. Well, I appreciate, and I hope you get to sell that wand, make some profit off of it.
Thank you. It's a rare item indeed.
Yeah. Gael, you ready?
She looks at you, huffs her snout away, and walks away, tail in the air, purposefully full hole in your face.
Wow.
And she swags.
See,
up.
I have trained her well. And then I open the door and leave.
All right. Keth, at this time, you notice a hawk flying back in. You can see that she is wings tucked. She is like speeding back towards you. And lands on Oleg's shoulder so that she can not have to shift midair. Doesn't want to crash into the ground. But as soon as she is back in her own blue skin, she throws an arm. It's this way, and we have to go.
Ken is off.
Let's go.
Runs off.
All right.
Slightly jogging.
You are heading in kind of a southwestern direction is the way that she pointed. Again, into the dense wooded area. If you can, everybody can make a survival check for me to make sure that you can maintain that direction.
Can I do perception with smell?
Yeah.
Nat 20.
18 frost.
19.
18.
Ken, the moment you saw her hand fly, you don't even wait for her words. You are into the woods and you have a bead on that direction and you stick with it. And it is a good half mile into the woods, which walking in the woods a half mile in the street would not take long, but through this density of the forest, it does take a little bit longer than you would like. But eventually you see breaking through the trees this rock formation. Who would like to make the roll?
Nope.
What is? Oh no.
All right, Ken.
Swear to God, Ken.
I can't even give you guidance because I'm in animal form.
All right, I need you to do a straight D20 roll for me.
Oh.
Okay, if you would.
You want me to bless them?
Yeah.
You are the best
both.
dice in the world. And I love you very much. But if you roll bad, I'll kill you.
$17.
Okay. Good. That's
Not
good.
bad. Not
That's so
bad.
good.
Is that bad or not bad? I don't know.
That's above average. That is above average.
As you, Ken, you were the first one there. You have been headed this direction. You break the trees on the rock formation. You look to the top of it. It's relatively wide and flat, kind of easy to climb up in different steps. And perched on top, you see a dog.
As a brand you've trusted for all.
Hello?
Hello? You, I don't know. You see a dog and you see an elf holding a girl. And they look to you. And you see Gira once again in the state of confusion that you saw her in before. As her eyes just are kind of drifting throughout the woods. And the elf that you see, he has a short cropped beard and kind of a longer mustache. He has dark hair. It kind of speaks of you've grown up in the courts. This is somebody who is in fashion. This is someone who is kind of height of they manicure themselves. They know exactly what they want to look like. The classic pointed ears. You can see he has kind of an emerald cloak about clasped at his throat, and a general sneer on his face, with a bit of a gloat to it. And let me make a little roll here. Gira looks, as her eyes are drifting, they catch on you in the woods for a second. And for a moment, her eyes clear as she recognizes your face. And she begins thrashing in his arms. The unused gate scroll in his hand, as she begins thrashing like a wild child. He needs both hands to try and detain her, and the gate scroll drops to the ground. What do you guys do?
Booking it. Wolf
I'm
form.
also
Booking it.
booking
Let's go. Gosh.
As of right now, Ken's pushing front. You guys are popping up behind.
How far away is he?
Yeah.
Well, let me just pull up a map, you guys.
Please. Because I have something that could help with this. Let me look at my spells. 60 feet. Shit.
Oh, that is not the right character. Corin is not there.
Okay.
I don't know where
Torin.
I'm at.
Is Torin the one before?
I don't know where I'm at.
Could you imagine?
Could you imagine? Wild.
As though
Crazy.
we needed another reason.
I would say, yeah, you guys are just like still.
Yeah.
You probably haven't pulled out of like the forested area yet. You are probably just peeking your little heads through.
Would you say we're within 60 feet?
Please hold. I'll put my
No,
dog.
is that measurement correct? dog.
got
Can't pet
something.
that dog.
Can't pet that dog.
Pet that dog.
All right. And the measuring is to scale here, so you can measure and see.
So we are.
Somebody put me on the map,
Yeah.
please.
Then I will hold person on this man.
You can certainly try.
Wisdom 17, please, Daddy. And I'm assuming the dog doesn't count as a person, so.
Nope.
Hold dog.
Hold
Hold dog.
Okay, I'm gonna add this warthog looking creature as horse 3 biscuit.
Trisket, if you would.
Trisket.
Can somebody put me on the map, please?
Yeah, I
I
don't
don't
have
have
my
a token.
token either.
There's you right there.
Oh.
That's a
Oh.
wolf.
Oh, there's an Anariel.
Where did my
Yeah.
person go?
Oh wait, I put the wrong Gael token down. There.
Hey,
The
baby.
wolf.
With the red eyes. She's got red eyes.
Okay. Wisdom save, you said?
Yeah, 17 DC.
Nat 20.
Fucking whore.
Wait, well, I'll try something.
Where's a bard when you need it?
Yeah, I'll also mention after.
The moment that he feels this spell brush against his mind, attempting to ensnare, his eyes rip to its location, and you can all roll for initiative.
Fuck.
I tried, gang.
Is it the wolf's dex that I use or mine?
Bro, that's
Yours.
so bad.
No, the
No,
wolf. The
wolf.
wolf.
As a wolf, you use the wolf stats.
18.
Nat 20! Beep, 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 beep.
I had a +3 to perception, by the way. If I could read a stat block, we might have found her sooner.
Oh, yeah.
Right now.
All right. Oleg, you nat 20'd. All right. 20 plus.
Kid. Dirty 20.
Wait. Dirty 20?
Wait.
Okay.
Papa.
Papa.
Withheld.
We're gonna be the best dad.
Best dads. And then 15 to 20.
18.
And 10 to 15.
10.
14.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to smite something.
My
And
God.
I think that's Anariel. What did you get?
And that one for 2.
Ooh.
Wow.
I'm bringing up the rear here.
Wow. That's rough.
Is
You
Finn
guys,
with
I
us?
wanted to.
Finn should be.
Yeah. Finn and Oleg and Kath are with you guys. I wanted to leave them at home, but then you couldn't find your sweet little baby
Can
angel.
we just pretend like he's
Kath had to
sleeping?
save you.
My bad.
Just they were searching a different giant mountain. Is that a mountain? Is it the inside of a tree? I was tending to an actual baby for a minute there.
Just a
Somebody
rock formation.
Paint me a word picture.
So you will notice that there are areas that you would have to climb unless you go out of your way to go up the one
Yeah, there's
areas
some,
that
like,
are
difficult
clearly.
terrain.
Yep, exactly.
That elf looks kind of like the Deep, but with a beard.
Kind of does.
Which honestly doesn't make me not want to hit him.
Frost, remind me what you had. A 14?
14.
Okay. All right.
Are you
Oleg.
saying this is difficult? Sorry. Go ahead.
You can kind of see the elevation increases.
Yeah, but is
Like-
it actually like difficult terrain?
You would have to use your climbing speed to go up those areas. But if you go through like the areas that are clearly like meant to be
Traversed.
then it would be fine.
Hmm.
Daddy Oleg, what are you doing?
Atop horse 2, horse 3, I speed. Horse is gonna go. I'm on his back. Full cuckoo bananas. Horse is going to attack first. I need him
Who are
to
you
make
attacking?
the man.
Who is holding Gira?
All right. Horse will then hit the dog.
All right.
Man, that does change things, doesn't it? Okay, it's still horse. I need a strength save from the dog. He's got to beat a 14 or hit a 14.
Yeah.
Or no. Okay,
There
well,
we go.
regardless, the horse is going to try to get him with the hooves. That's going to be a dirty 20 to hit. Spicy horse. Does a dirty 20 hit though?
It does. Yep.
Oh, okay. You had me sweating for a
Sorry.
second. I was like, what did I just charge?
The moment that you hit this dog,
13 points of bludgeoning damage.
the moment that you hit this dog for 13 points of bludgeoning damage, I'll write that down.
I'm just kidding.
You die.
You. Don't let me stop you.
You just die. That's it.
The dog form begins to warp. It
Mm.
begins to change. You hear snapping of bones. You hear the popping of joints. You see its limbs begin to elongate. And up this close, you can easily smell what people have been talking about. This smells like a carcass. You have never experienced such filth in your nostrils before. And it is no longer a dog, but instead a
Bigger dog?
no, he's gotten a little bigger than that.
Standing up. Oh.
Here, I'll just move him into Gira's space.
Yes, thank you.
They can share a space. Disgusting.
You see this nearly skeletal figure who is itself decaying. But as his flesh is falling off, more decay is kind of growing from beneath, almost in this continuous cycle of rot. You can see his eyes glowing lit from within, almost in like a moving like magma. And his mouth cracks into a smile as you approach him.
Shit. I thought it was just a dog. And the gentleman holding her clearly looks elvish.
Mhm.
Okay.
Ken did the roll and rolled high.
What is the roll?
The roll. Gira is still here. Is the roll.
That's what
if
the
you had
roll
rolled
was
lower,
for?
Roll. Yeah.
I hate you, Dungeon Master. I hate you. Right. So
Hey, you passed it. You did it. She's still here.
Meanwhile, back in time about 3 seconds, Oleg atop the horse, the halberd of Brocker held aloft and pointed at my enemies, I would like to rage.
Do it.
And then I'm going to attack what I thought was just a nice dog recklessly.
I was attacking a nice dog, and now I'm attacking a nice demon?
I think regardless, that's going to be a 27 to hit.
That will hit.
And I'm not going to smite him. Not yet. Ooh, zesty minimum damage. That is going to be 7 points of savory original damage. Okay. And then the next attack. And the next attack. Not 20!
Woo!
I'm gonna burn a second level divine smite on this.
You're gonna want to.
Dirt sack. Man, you're gonna want to. Why you gotta say things like that? I was feeling good. I was
What
here.
do you mean?
The music doesn't sound triumphant.
Oh, my bad.
No, it's good. It probably is more accurate. 6 is 24 points of magical original.
Okay.
But wait, no, I gotta add the rest of the dice. You thought you were gotten up that easy, silly dog. Oh, it's so many damages. Guys, playing a paladin is so good. You guys ready for big number?
Get
An
it.
adult number? 62 points of damage.
As that strikes his flesh, and you can feel this radiance coming through his rotting flesh. You see this jagged wound, and again, this rotting flesh kind of replaces a large portion of the gash that you have just taken out.
And then I boldly pass turn to my good buddy and co-father Ken.
Before you do that,
No.
he uses
No.
one of his
No! Legendary actions now!
yes, and he is going to look at you, and you see his jaw fall further open than it should be able to. You see maggots spilling out from this mouth with no end, just a black hole. And I need you to make a wisdom save.
May I ask a question?
Yes, you may.
Now, I know that this is purely flavorful, and I understand however you choose to rule it, but me and the two gentlemen with which I gave a naked speech to had 11 points of temporary HP. Now, this was just before we went to bed, but maybe we're still
You're still,
all whipped up on that fervor and Holy Spirit that
You know
came
that
with those
Oleg-
11 points.
you know, Ole, a sleep doesn't
Yeah, okay.
stop.
I was just checking, and
Yeah,
I know
so
rules is
you-
written, I should have lost it,
Yeah,
but
you and Russian Frost.
don't want to
and-
waste a
that
perfectly
11.
good speech. Okay, cool. Wisdom save then.
Yeah, wisdom save.
Dang.
Is this a
forget.
spell by any chance? Or is this just a thing?
Legendary action.
Cool.
Come on! No! No. 10. It's a 10.
When you see this, you thought that you were out of the hells. You thought that those hits on Rakdos, that was your legacy of demons and
Damn it.
devils. And you look into his gaping maw, and you find yourself frightened.
Spooked?
You are frightened.
Damn it! And tired.
Tired,
Just stacking
tired
up
and
those
scared.
status effects.
All right,
Okay.
Ken, you are up.
How close was I? Like, does my character on the map deem how close I actually was?
I would say that's about right, yeah.
Fuck. Okay. Well, then all Ken's gonna do is move to right here. And that is his turn.
Yikes.
Sounds good.
No, you know what? Fuck that. I'm gonna throw a chromatic orb at this bitch.
Oh.
Yeah, we're gonna do a chromatic orb. So I'm gonna roll.
Get chromatic.
Nope,
nerd.
there's a 13 hit.
No, it doesn't.
Then never mind.
I assume. Yeah. It doesn't matter either way. It doesn't hit.
Nope.
No. All right. All right, Kenberly. It is now the demon's turn. And let's see.
Ken baby.
Oh, that's neat. Okay, so Oleg, since you are there right in front, you see this massive demonic weapon appear in his hand, again made of this like rotting flesh bone, a curved bone, sharpened to a deadly edge. Does a 27 hit?
I'm doing good.
does your
Yeah, is it
27 hit?
me or horse?
You.
Okay, good, because it wouldn't have hit horse. It would have hit horse. Horse has an 11. Yeah, lay it on me.
Can I intercept?
Oh. Yeah.
Okay. I'll take 11 of that damage.
All right. It was 18, so you will.
Of
will
what
still-
variety of damage? Bludgeoning, piercing, slashing.
Slashing. Also, I need you to make a strength save.
So I take 4. Also, Ken, just so you know, you're in my bubble of holy protection.
Okay.
Also, you should be riding my horse with me. No, it's a 2. But it's
You fall off horse to it, and you are knocked prone.
yeah. Even with all of the bonuses, that still is. Boof.
And with his weapon, he is going to hit the horse for 23 to hit. Doing
Exterminatus.
18 points of nope, not 18. 24 points of slashing damage.
Oh, no.
Disappears
You would have been
from
alive
the
on
board.
1. Oh.
And that is his turn. Gael, you are up.
Okay.
Darn it.
So this is what I want to do. In wolf form, I have 40 speed. If I run and jump, because it's 40 from where I am to where the kid is, I want to come up this path here that I'm allowed to, but then get to the base right here and jump the rest of my distance. Still the same distance, I'm just jumping it so I don't have to go around. Will you let me do that?
There's a rule for jumping.
Yeah, the rule for jump is it's every feet that you clear costs you, every foot you clear costs a foot of movement, so it's equal. And my running jump, I can reach a number of feet equal to 3 plus my strength modifier, which as a wolf, 3 plus 1, so what is
So
that?
you can only jump 4 feet.
4
it is-
feet. Yes.
It is taller than 4 feet, the height.
Very well. Here's what we're going to do then. I'm going to use my movement. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Right here. So I'm trying to follow that track. Then I will bonus action Misty Step. Behind the two of them. The rest of the distance. Coming out of my wild shape.
Is this step a spell?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
Which
so you have to.
brings me out of wild shape.
I think you have. Do you have to dismiss wild shape though?
Yeah.
I think you have to dismiss
Yeah.
wild shape bonus action.
Well, no, bonus action if you're a moon druid. I think
Oh,
it's an
yeah.
action if you're a different kind of druid.
Let me see. No, or as a bonus, you can stay in wild shape before reverting back, or as a bonus action. Oh, I have to. So I do have to bonus action. So she's right back
I'm
here.
so sorry. I happen to know the druid
Yeah.
rules. And otherwise, you'd be able to get away with a lot more.
So that means I still can't cast while I'm in this.
Nope.
God. Then I'm going to bonus action come out of it anyways, because I need to cast. And I'm going to cast, for my action, I'm going to do Emboldening Bond on me, the girl, and Ken.
All right.
And don't forget, Ken, we have Protective Bond now, where if she gets hit, you could teleport to her and take all the damage.
Mm-hmm.
And that's her movement, bonus action.
All right. Perfect. Frost, you're up.
So many options. Ken, how do you feel about taking damage if I roll low?
I'm good with it.
I can heal.
I'm being serious because what I would like to do. Let me explain what. Well, I don't know if I can explain. Am I allowed to explain what I want to do? I'm really thinking about taking the shot and attempting an ensnaring strike, but that's a dangerous roll with the girl right there.
Is it a save? Is there a save included?
For ensnaring strike, yes, but it's on hit.
Yeah, so you have to hit her.
I have to successfully hit whoever. The goal obviously is to hit the dude holding her, but if I roll low enough,
she
there's
gets
a
an
little
extra
danger.
D4.
Isn't it as long as you don't roll a nat one?
Right now, she is like center mass because he is holding her.
And that's the key right there. Center. It is a skilled shot.
But even for you, even though you have sharpshooter, which like there's like that 3 or 4th cover or something like that, I'm not sure.
I mean, it raises my overall like chances. It adds a whole lot, but I'm feeling good. We're gonna go for the attempt. Ken, teleport, por favor. if this goes south, I'm trusting you.
All right. So remind me the things that you have that would help the shot. Remind me
What
the
would
things
help
that
me?
you have. Yeah.
What I have, or what would help me take the shot?
What you have that like sharpshooter.
Like feats or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, got you. I mean, there's Elven training. I'm also in favored territory. Let's see here. I'm also a natural explorer, so I can't get lost. I can't be slowed by difficult terrain if it's in my favorite territory. I'm alert of any extra danger if I'm engaged in another activity. Expert tracking +2 to archery rolls. And
Anything
obviously
specifically-
sharpshooter.
Yeah, but I think she's just asking about the shot specifically.
Oh, specifically.
Yeah,
Oh,
specifically for the shot.
then yeah, it would be sharpshooter.
Okay. Sounds good. Are you taking the shot?
Yes, I'll take the shot.
All
I'm gonna
right.
trust here. 22 to hit.
22,
23.
23. You hit him square in the thigh.
Okay, so it's gonna be ensnaring strike that I'll tag into that. That's a strength save of 13.
Okay. He does make the save.
No!
Sorry, the amethyst dice are on tonight. The
No,
amethyst
no disadvantage for holding a wiggling child. Really?
Have you ever held a wiggling child?
Have you ever held a wiggling child?
I have, honestly, that's why I'm thinking about it, because I have held a wiggling child before.
I just was.
Yeah, honestly.
Not moments earlier.
He still passes, sorry.
Fuck.
I did roll with disadvantage, but he still
That dad's
made
straight.
the
We got
save.
2 attacks.
Ooh, do it
I
again.
feel like we double or nothing this one.
Absolutely.
Ah!
Hey, so that's
Man.
a 14.
No!
That one sails by. Fortunately, it is not low enough that it hits Gira, but it does not hit him.
That's fine.
son of a
That's, you know what? That's okay. That's okay. That'll be my turn. That's movement, 2 actions. Yeah, no bonus actions.
All right. Next up, it is Keth's turn, and she didn't want her in this fight, guys. She's too powerful and wonderful.
She could have just left.
That's true.
She's not gonna leave.
She's like, oh, a demon? I'm
First
out.
of all, she tried to leave, and then she scried like 15 times before she found what she was looking for. So
Sounds like a her problem, I feel like.
honestly, you could have just asked that baker, and she would have pointed in the direction that she saw them go. But whatever.
A trauma from bakers, okay? Curse of Strahd really does
Don't
it to
trust
you.
bakers.
Don't trust bakers.
I almost got killed by a baker last time I went to a baker.
Yeah, you did. The mimic as the box
real
of
life?
donuts.
You're welcome.
Thank you, thank
You
you.
know what? Kath is just gonna do what she knows. Where's my wild shape cards, please?
Also, yeah, dangerous in real life. Diabetes will get you.
Diabetes.
Mm-hmm.
Irresponsible
Silent killer.
labeling of gluten-free products. Like, you got celiac, that gets you.
Also, Sweeney
Alright.
Todd.
Yeah.
So you can't trust people who bake.
It's true. She was the only not racist person you met, and you didn't even meet her.
I was just going to say, what?
Yeah, this whole universe is racist as far as I'm concerned. We have not met a single non-racist person.
Here she is. All right, we are. You see next to you, the scent of wildflowers drifts by as magic pulses out from Keth, and you see she rips into a polar bear. I didn't make a Keth
Do you
because
just
she
want
wasn't
something that's
supposed
kind
to
of like a
be
polar bear?
here. Yeah, just give me the closest thing you have to a polar bear.
Monstrosity.
I have a polar bear. Hold on.
You have a-
Ghosty come in
Oh,
clutch.
yeah!
I'm pretty sure I have a polar bear from the Christmas. Oh, I don't. I just have a bunch of Santa Clauses.
Well, that's that'll work. That'll work. Drop Sandy in.
Drops it in.
Oh, here's a reindeer. There we go. There's Keth.
Is that Rudolph? No.
Perfect.
No, it's not Rudolph. We could do Rudolph.
Activate my powers.
Oh god, here he is again.
We became friends, Ola.
What am I, Rudolph?
Yes.
Okay, so I've got to go around. All right, barreling up. You see a roaring bear heading there. And then it is the elf's turn. And he kind of sneers at you. And you hear his voice ringing out. Who sent you? What do you want with the girl?
Am I allowed to answer?
Yeah.
Perfect. We're her fathers. And I'll just hold up my sword
Yeah.
against him.
You see his mouth cracks into a cruel smile. I killed her father, so I highly doubt that.
I'll look back at Oleg. Are we dead?
She just got so many jets, bro.
Works.
All right. He is slightly confused, but
Good.
he's going to roll with it.
Listen, it's 2025. She gets as many dads as she wants.
All right. He is going to, let's see here.
Did he just admit to it, like, assassinating her father?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
we'll have to remember.
Yeah, we're gonna have to
Yes, you
remember
did.
that.
I
Someone
kind
write
of
that down.
glazed over it because I was.
Let's see here. So, Ken, since you are the one who answered, you are getting magic missiled to the chest.
Yeah, I'll let him take
Hold.
it. Okay.
Hold.
Yeah.
It's not worth my last spell slot. Sorry, kid.
Nope.
No, it's
Won't
it's
be.
not. A magic missile is not worth your last spell slot.
I mean, what if you upcast it to like 9th level? And
That's
it's basically an AK-47.
Hey man, just do that. Do one of those.
Oh my gosh. 3 1s on the damage.
Ooh,
So
okay.
you
Yeah,
are.
you're fine.
That is
Counterspell.
11 points of force damage to your chest. And that is all he is going to do. That's all he's going to do.
Mm.
Next up, it is Gira's turn.
Ooh, get that bootlegger, girl.
Knife.
The confusion takes over again, and she's still like twitching as she was thrashing a second ago, so out of muscle memory. But again, you see that she's not sure what's happening.
Dang, dang, dang.
Rush, you're up.
All right. What side did he drop the gate scroll on?
Wait, he dropped a gate scroll?
He did.
Mhm.
They were
Yeah.
about to.
Oh, there's like an open portal. Do you guys want me to draw it?
There's not an open portal yet.
He was
There's a
about
gate.
to,
It's
but
just a
then
scroll.
he dropped the scroll.
Between these two.
It's right here.
Right between them.
Right between them.
Oh, so
They
like
were-
right here.
They were, yeah,
Like
just
a-
about to hold hands
Oh,
and get out of here.
With the big giant
Aw.
rock again.
He was a dog, so I guess not hold hands.
Just-
Hold paws.
okay. I'm going to. Yeah, I'm just gonna run and kind of like slide and grab the scroll. I'll be right here. And I'll kind of like from the momentum of the slide, I'll just kind of turn around and slam this dude in the back with my staff for a stunning strike.
Okie dokie.
I heard slime this dude in the back. This is like, what?
Got him with the old Slimer.
It's like Nickelodeon.
I may have rolled on that one for an 8.
Ooh. You kill Gira.
As you go to attack the demon, it causes you to drop the gate scroll with a nat 1. So it is once again lying at his feet.
Okay, I'll use my other attack. 4, and I'll just smack the gate scroll like in the direction of like over here.
Yes.
Over here.
All right,
I'll
let's
just-
see how far.
Hell yeah, right.
I got my baseball mitt on.
You guys, the amethyst dice are not on your side. It only moves 3 feet. It's a piece of
Jesus
paper.
Christ. But that's out of
I-
his zone, though.
It is out of his zone, so it's in the next
You
square.
guys want
So
me
he
to
would
draw
have
it?
to like move to grab it. I'm so sorry. I went with
There it is.
a full D20 to give you as much
That
And
little,
do, I,
possible.
little egg roll icon is the gate scroll.
and do I have like anything else I can do to pick it up, or was I can only pick it up once?
That was your interact with object, yeah.
Okay. I will, since I moved 10 feet, I'll use my electricity ability, so they have
No,
disadvantage.
hey, I'm feeling generous. I will allow you to roll how far that it goes.
Okay, what do I roll for that?
You're the one who did it.
Don't roll in that one, Rush.
What do I roll? My staff,
Just-
or do I roll?
Roll a D20. I'll allow you to add your strength modifier.
That's not very good. But okay, yeah, we're good. All right, here we go.
Out here in the outfield.
A 19.
Oh,
I rolled
way
an 18
better
plus
than
1. 18 plus
All right.
1.
Good job. 18 feet away.
go.
18 feet?
Yeah.
I already moved it from 15.
I imagine a golf swing.
Yeah, I like look. Did a few
Folded
practice.
into a paper airplane.
Then I still use the quick step ability to have them roll disadvantage on me, and then I'll use my bonus action to flurry of blows, and I'll attempt a stunning strike him with
Okay.
both of them. Okay, so the first one is a 25 to hit,
That will hit.
and I think the DC for my key save is where is it? Uh, 15. So he has to roll a con save or 15 or be stunned at the end of my next turn.
You rolled a 21.
Okay.
What a dick.
Sorry.
Then the second attack.
Alistair warned you that you were going to die.
Hey, where the hell is Alistair?
He stayed home. He didn't want to die.
That's smart.
I'm guessing a 10 doesn't hit, but he took 8 damage from the first attack.
What type of damage?
Just bludgeoning. I punched him in the back of his butt cheek.
Magical and non-magical.
Magical butt punch.
Yeah, magical punch bite.
Okay. Perfect. All right. And Rush, is that your turn?
That is my turn.
All right. You now see other Oleg as he kind of moves his hands. His eyes begin crinkling, lightning at the corners of his eyes. A charge fills the air, and storm clouds fill the space above. And you see that who
Better Oleg.
had to have been you.
But wait, you have to make him
Ghosty?
slightly smaller than me.
That's the Oleg
Okay.
from
I
Christmas
know.
Moonshine.
I remember.
There.
That's how I knew it was you.
He's slightly smaller.
I'll allow it for now. For a moment, because I have to call some lightning down on your asses. So please hold.
Wait, on all of us or just the bad guys?
Chain lightning at Rudolph.
You don't know my power. Honk.
I'm ready for that part 2 in July.
Oh, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Oh.
I forgot we were doing that. I gotta go rewatch everything.
I'll send it to you. I got that shit
I don't
downloaded.
really remember exactly how it left off. Because we were about to go fight Santa, the Grinch and I.
Yeah, we were about to fight Santa.
That's right. Oh,
no, we
shit.
fought Santa, and then we were gonna talk to Saint Nick or whatever the
No,
hell.
you guys fought Rudolph. Because I was turning for a second.
I forgot about that.
A bolt of lightning calls down from the storm cloud that has churned overhead, and he takes some charring damage to his bicep.
Bicep.
Anariel, you are up.
Oh my god, my turn? Okay. Where can I get to with I'm going to Misty Step my 30 feet. And then I will do my... Does Misty Step take your movement, or do you have movement on top of Misty Step?
I
Nope,
think
you
you
have
have
movement.
60 feet of Misty Step too, by the way.
Do I?
Why does she? It's 30
Oh.
usually.
Oh, is it normally 30? I thought it was
Yeah.
60. My bad. Okay, never mind.
Yeah,
I thought-
30.
You're like,
Okay.
"Oh, I've been using that wrong."
Let me see.
And then I'm going to walk up and pick up the egg roll and shove it into my bag of holding.
Mm.
Oh, it is 30 feet.
So now I can leave. And
If you
Long
ditch out on
gone.
us,
Could you imagine?
nah. I wouldn't do that to you guys. Was that object just interaction?
Please hold.
oh, what happens when you put a gate scroll into a bag of holding? Like a temporal flux.
They had spell sniper. I'm just kidding.
That is, sorry, what was your question?
Was that object interaction or action or? Okay.
So bonus action for object interaction.
She already missed a step.
Oh, so you can't. You already missed these steps as a bonus action.
So what does that have to do with the object interaction? I thought object
can't.
interaction was free.
Mm-mm.
Can I use my action just to pick it up?
I will allow that because it makes sense.
Yeah, because I don't have anything else to do, so
It would be dumb
It's
if
mine
you could
now.
not use your action to do that. So
it is now my eggplant. That was 10 feet, so and then I'm gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20. Right here.
beautiful.
That's a dangerous spot. Dangerous game you're playing.
I have plans.
No, because I am dangerous.
All right. Finally, we have Finn, who.
Finn, are you here? I'm gonna put this Minotaur out for Finn.
No. Why would you do? Why are you doing this to me? He has a token.
Oh, okay.
He does.
Yeah.
The cringe. Get that out of here.
There's Finn.
Ghosty people will not appreciate us in our time. It won't be until long after we're gone.
Yep.
But
Well,
wait, how did that? What is that creature?
It's Finn.
you guys.
Do this all day.
Um,
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.
Scare.
What's wrong?
Oh my god.
Okay, so, anyways, Finn missed both of his attacks with his arrow. They both went wide from this demon.
Darling.
And
Nerd.
as we head to the top of the round, this is where we are going to pause for tonight.
No!
Pick up this fight.
No! Our little girl's in danger.
This fight is not almost over. We will be here late
I got
tonight
so many
if
smites.
you want to finish it.
No, let's pause.
Fine.
You win this round, GM.
We'd be here a long time. This is. There are
One
things.
more round, Dad. One more round.
We can do one more round if you guys want to do one more round.
Yes.
Okay. All right, one more round. Let's do it.
Oh my gosh.
We got this.
Don't scare me like that.
Top round, Oleg.
I'm gonna use half my movement to stand up. But I'm not going anywhere. Actually, that's...
Remember, you're frightened.
Yeah, that's why I'm not going anywhere. So I can't move closer if I'm frightened, and I'm at disadvantage to attempt to hit the gentleman. I can live with that. I can live with that. I don't really have any other moves. Let's hit him.
Let's go, Oleg.
Let's
Let's
just
go,
hit
Oleg.
First attack. 21. That hits. Danny, nice
Sorry.
job.
I was,
You done
I was
so
looking up a
good.
rule. What was? Go ahead.
21 to hit.
Yes, that does it.
Okay, so that's going to be 12 points of magical slashing damage.
All right.
That's going to be a dirty 20 to hit.
Sounds good. That will also hit.
That is going to be 11 points of magical slashing damage.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a nat one. That's a nat one.
Oh,
With the butt end, it's a nat one.
as you
He's
go
not-
to
Sorry.
What?
No, tell me what happens.
so your first two swings again, this flesh falls away, adding to the stinking pile of rot at his feet. You swing around to the butt end to slash at him, and the like ichor of his body has almost slicked up the handle of your glaive, and it slides from your grasp and is on the ground.
Disappointed. Okay. Oh shoot. Okay. I'm gonna stand here.
All right, Kimberly, what are you doing?
I love it. Just take it.
Just accept it.
Yeah. Okay. This is a fiend, right?
Yes.
Thank you. I'm gonna move to right here, right up in their grill, and I'm gonna attempt to attack it with my long sword. Does a 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 hit?
It
Fantastic. So that'll be 1d10 of regular damage. So that's 8 plus 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 4. 13 points of just normal slashing damage. But then I'm trying to protect my baby girl here and Oleg and everybody. So I think for the first time, I'm going to burn a Divine Smite. So let's do this, this, and this.
Right in front of Oleg, too.
Oh.
You see this.
I'm gonna roll to become on.
Oh, yeah.
Special didn't mention.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 points of radiant damage.
Okie dokie. Math. Very basic math. Got it. Thank you.
Perfect.
And you can do it. That radiant damage almost like sears this stinking flesh. And he kind of snarls at you with this breath that it's wet on your face as he snarls at you.
Perfect. For my second attack, I'm going to turn to the guy holding Gira.
Okay.
And I'm going to attack him and yell, "Put her down."
All right.
That is an 18 to hit.
I'm trying to think of how you.
Oh, I'm aiming for his thigh.
Okay.
Okay, gotcha. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I like
God.
this.
Why do you make that sound?
Sorry, it does not hit. Since you're swinging around, you just attacked, and you're trying to go specifically underneath where Gira's legs are kicking about. You just can't confidently take it, and you at the last second are like, I don't want to risk cutting off her precious chubby little thigh.
Could not do it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We have way out.
I'm basically going to treat Gira as half cover.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. Okay. Then that, I believe, bonus action. Yes. That is my turn.
All right.
It'll go.
Now this massive demon gets another turn. And he is going to...
If he's hitting me, he gets advantage.
Right. It's the same either way, but I do believe a 27 will hit you.
That's what's up.
That is 26 points of slashing damage as he swings this disgusting weapon at you. And I once again need a strength save from you, Oleg.
All right.
And his next hit with this weapon is going to rush. Does a 19 hit rush?
Is that a disadvantage? I did the quick step move.
Let's see what it is with
A 19
disadvantage.
does hit, if anything.
Okay.
18 is
No, that would be a 14 with disadvantage. Way to go.
I got a 17 on that strength save.
Okay, so you keep your feet.
Whew.
Congratulations.
Just fisticuffs right now.
All right, that is his 2 attacks. And next up is Gael.
All right. Gael is going to face step. How far would you say from where Gira is to that next ledge? How far is that distance?
Which next ledge? Show me what you...
From here to down here. Like, how far is that?
So the ledge itself is like 5 feet. So... like...
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to base step behind him, giving him 3 points of fire damage because I'm in summer. I'm going to reach to where Gira's arm is, and I'm going to cast Enhance Ability and give her Cat's Grace, which means she gets advantage on dexterity checks and doesn't take falling damage from falling less than 20 feet.
Okay, nice.
And is talking a free action?
Yeah. Unless you are doing specific planning. Flavor talking is free, but talking is not.
Well, I feel like Gira would kind of feel that I've done something to her.
She would like sense that like magic has coated her, yes.
Or do you mean like that you let her get cast?
I was gonna say in Druidic, I would just say jump. That's all I would say if I could talk to her. That's all I would say. It's jump.
You say it in Druidic though.
Mm-hmm.
Noted.
Thank you. That's all she's gonna do.
All right. After Gael's Frost.
Coming from the back lines once again. Gonna be shooting the big fella. Double check one thing right quick. Just a bonus action. So I'm gonna go ahead and cast Hunter's Mark on the big fella. For me. Then we'll get those rolls out for you. 21 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
All right. So the first one is going to be 15. I'm going to do the same thing again. 24.
Mm-hmm.
That's the another 14 damage.
All right, so you send these 2 arrows flying, and they hit this necrotic flesh with a solid thud. And you actually see that his strange body pulls the arrow in further and almost absorbs it as he takes this damage.
Interesting.
Oh,
okay.
All right. Anything else from you?
That's my turn.
His legendary action is going to look at Ken and do the same maggot move. So I need you to make a wisdom save, Ken.
Maggot move?
His mouth drops. Maggots pouring over the edges, spilling onto your feet,
You have a D4.
covering your boots.
I do have a D4, thank you. Plus that D4, sorry, that's an 18. The D4 was a 1. That made me laugh.
You are not afraid.
Fuck you, demon!
Yeah, you can't scare me away from my baby girl.
Take a stand. Sorry.
All right, beautiful. After Frost, it is Keth's turn. So she is hauling her grizzly bear ass, and she's gonna bite him. She's got a mouthful of disgusting gore as she bites him for... she takes a chunk of disgusting ichor out of his leg and then swings her claws at him, and her claws miss. Next up is Uncle. And he looks around, now surrounded, and you see another, again, a sneer on his face, as he, again, you see, you can feel the brush of magic as he begins casting a spell. And
A counter spell.
you don't even want to hear what it is.
Nah, this motherfucker. Nah.
All right. What level counter spell?
The highest I have is 4th, because that's all I got.
All right. So it'll automatically counter anything 4th or lower then.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's
All
higher,
right.
It's gotta.
The spell that he was attempting to cast dissipates into nothing, and with a snarl of frustration, he is still in front of you, and he is going to what would he do in this scenario? If I were him, since I am him,
You are him.
I am him.
You'd see Ken and Oleg and you'd give up.
He is going to look at all of you, specifically Ken and Oleg, who called themselves her dad. You don't need her like I need her. She is the only claim I have to power. Without her, I have nothing. And he produces a dagger now to her throat. Will you risk her life? And he begins stepping away with her. How do I move these guys together?
Just grab them each individually.
Are you guys taking your opportunity
I'll do it so it
attacks?
looks cool.
Gael's saying yes.
Gael, you're taking your opportunity attack?
Yeah, Ken's going to as well.
No, Gaia gets opportunity to take that one. I was thinking Anariel.
No.
I blacked out. I was like, you are so far away.
But I'm there in spirit.
Yeah.
All right, you guys playing a dangerous game. Go ahead, take your opportunity attacks.
If they are, then I will as well.
I mean, might as well. Risk it for the biscuit.
Gael, you go first, because if she gets hurt, I can
Girl.
teleport her to her.
Yeah, I have an
That's
idea.
true.
Let's see if I hit.
6.
6.
Doesn't hit.
I don't get opportunity attack here, but damn. Oh wait.
21?
Right?
That'll hit.
I missed.
I'll technically
That's,
lean on these opportunity attacks. Can Frost take one?
10 damage.
No.
I was hoping. Had to ask.
Can we all have? Yeah, can we just all get opportunity attacks?
Can we all just...
Yeah, what? Had to ask. Worth a shot.
Ken, as your blade slices in, he gives you a look as he presses his blade in, not enough to kill her, but enough that you hear her like audibly whimper as she begins bleeding from this wound that he has inflicted, as though he still wants her alive right now, but he wants you to know that you were the one who will bear the weight of the scar that he has inflicted. She bleeding. And that is his turn. At the slash, Gira once again begins thrashing in his arms, coming out of this confusion that she had. And she's beating at his chest, but seems to not really make any impact so far. Rush, you're up.
Yeah, I'm going to, just for the heck of it, I'm just gonna swing at the big demon dog with my staff. Gonna completely miss. 16. The 16 hit, sorry?
Nope, that's a miss.
Okay, that's good. It's okay. Now I'm gonna start running, and it's slowly gonna just kind of like climb down the hill pretty fast, and then try to smack him again in the back with the stunning strike.
All right.
With my staff. Do I hit? God, bro, you were on 60 for so long. I had missed him. I'm gonna flurry of blows and attempt to stunning strike him, and I'm also gonna use hand of harm. This is a touch. If I hit him. Let's see if I hit him. This is also stunning strike. I'm gonna miss probably. Flurry of blows. Never mind. Nat 20 for 27.
Nat 20.
Yes.
That'll hit. And what's the DC on stunning strike?
Oh. The DC is 15. A con save of 15.
Yeah. He 19.
Okay. Does he have to make a save for this other thing? Harm. What the heck is that? Oh, I just subject them, that creature to the poison condition, so he's poisoned until the end of my next turn.
All right.
And then for my other flurry of blows, also going to be stunning strike. Want them all out there.
This is your last one. Your last stunner.
Yeah. 19 to hit.
19 doesn't hit while he has half cover with Gira.
Okay.
R.I.P.
That is my turn.
All right. He is poisoned, though. Progress. All right. After Rush is our stormy boy, who the lightning cloud is still roiling above, and once more you see the skies open up. Oh my gosh, they throw their dice everywhere, all over the floor.
I'm not
Oh
sure
my
if I
gosh.
said, but he took 23 points of damage from the...
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Tis important.
Spicy.
Yeah.
That
important.
is spicy. All right, and a thick bolt of lightning again is going to come down, strike this demon, and he is going to leave a little charred section behind. And after that, Anariel, it is your turn.
Okay. Going to 5, 10, 15, run up. And I'm going to shocking grasp him.
It's with electricity. I think that it would shock Gira too, just so you know.
Would she take the whole thing or like half it?
Technically
or-
not. I could teleport and take it instead.
You're right.
Everybody just gets electrocuted
it.
through daisy chain.
Okay.
So here's my question.
Mhm.
And you can tell me no and to be quiet. Does Shake grasp like, kind of like tase him a little bit so where she would drop from his arms?
I don't think so.
Okay. Baloney, but all right.
You're supposed
Because
to
you'd
mess
like
up.
ease up. I think you would like your muscles would lock. They wouldn't like.
One time that I got electrocuted, goat fence.
Actually, question, Questy. I'm so sorry. Did she take damage when he nicked her in the neck with the knife?
She would have, yeah.
So, could I have then teleported to her place?
Do you
Yeah.
want me to start picking up your dice?
So he's
So
holding.
then you guys would have.
You switch?
Yeah.
No. Wait, did it switch or he just?
I don't know.
So
She caster.
The caster is
Yeah,
gone.
Hold on.
Cast
Hold on.
your cast.
I'll look it up.
Greater invisibility.
Protected
Things
bond.
suddenly got very interesting depending on this answer.
I'm gonna kiss him.
Okay, it says when a creature affected by your emboldening bond feature is
buddy.
about to take damage, a second bonded creature within 30 feet of the first can use its reaction to teleport to an unoccupied space. So no,
Oh, okay.
within 5 feet of the first creature.
Gotcha.
So yeah, you teleport there and you take 3 points of slashing damage.
Hello.
That we paid right quick.
That was a 23
Um,
to hit with my shocking grasp, by the way.
Oh yes, that will hit.
Okay. Where am I? 1, 2. Ooh, spicy. That is 18. No,
All right.
16. Yeah,
16.
16 lightning.
All right, and I assume, Ken, that you are taking. I will look up if there's like an actual rule on shocking grasp. It seems like electricity should go through both people if they're holding each other, but I'll look it up. So 18 points, you said.
16. Sorry, 16.
Okay. Points. That's pretty good, pretty spicy. Okay, it does not carry 2 additional targets.
Okay.
Okay,
She is
Perfect.
safe. Ken, you are safe.
Thank God.
and safe.
Yeah. All right. And Anariel, anything else from you?
Object direction is bonus action, so I will take out my Rod of the Pact Keeper to use next turn.
Ooh, exciting. Last up is Finn, who is going to be focused on this demon. Oh my gosh, Finn cannot shoot today.
Yeah.
Finn,
What did you do to him, Anariel?
What did you
What
do?
happened
I mean,
last
he's
night?
tired. He's tired. Man.
Jesus.
Okay, his last one hits. And again, same thing that happened with Frost's arrow, where the wood begins to decay and is pulled inside of him. All right, and that is the end of the round. You can see this snarling demon with flesh coating now the rock where it has been hacked away and regrown. You can see a desperate looking elf plotting. He has thoughts on how he's going to get himself out of here. And we will see if he is able to pull them off next time. See you guys. Thanks for coming.
Yay.